Good afternoon. This is Susan, and this is Susan's Ramblings. Today we are going back to some recipes. Each month, several of us in this apartment complex get what we call a senior box. It comes from the food pantry, and it's for those who are eligible, income eligible for it. And one of the things we generally get in it is rice. Now, we're an area that did not grow up eating rice. We were meat and potatoes. That's all there was, and there wasn't any rice. So we have a lot of seniors here who don't know how to cook that rice or what to do with that rice. And so every month we have 4, 5, 6 packages of rice on our free table for someone to take. And a lot of times they will just stay there. And the one lady who always took our rice whenever we had it is now in a nursing home, so we are overwhelmed with rice. And I've been threatening for a year to do rice recipes, just do a whole menu just with rice. And I already set it up for the end of this month. And we will be doing just rice dishes. Desserts, appetizers, main dishes, and the whole thing. Now I'm going to go over some of the rice recipes that I've got, and then we'll go into, remember I was looking up breads because of a flour shortage we'd have. I came up with several flatbreads that are quite good. Alright, so here we go. Rice custard. 1/2 cup of brown sugar, 2 cups of cooked rice, 3 tablespoons of butter, 1 cup of milk, 3 eggs slightly beaten, 1 cup raisins, 1/2 teaspoon vanilla, and a dash of nutmeg. I am also trying on these recipes, and I didn't succeed on this one, to limit our eggs since they are so hard to come by and so expensive nowadays. Add sugar, butter, milk, and slightly beaten eggs to the rice. Place in a deep dish. Bake in a moderate oven, 350 degrees for 1 hour. Halfway through 30 minutes, remove from the oven, add your raisins and your vanilla. Sprinkle with nutmeg and continue baking for 30 minutes longer. That's the first one. Can't get the papers apart, okay, people? Now that I've spent a minute trying to get the papers apart, there we go. Rice waffles. 1 cup of cooked rice, 2 cups of flour, 2 eggs separated, 1 teaspoon of salt, 3 teaspoons of baking powder, 2 teaspoons of melted butter, and a little bit of milk. Beat the egg yolks and then separate, then add the rice, the butter, flour, baking powder, and salt. Beat the egg whites until stiff. Fold egg whites into the rice mixture. A little milk will be maybe added if necessary. Cook on a greased waffle iron or an ungreased electric waffle iron. Interesting. Super surprise rice. 2 cups of rice. 1 can of tomato soup. 1 can of tomato sauce. Ketchup, lots it says. Butter. Cook rice according to the package directions. Mix soup, rice, tomato sauce, and ketchup in a casserole dish. Place 2 squares of butter over the top to prevent the top layer of rice from drying out. Bake at 325 degrees for 20 minutes. Stir and serve. It comes from a bachelor, okay? Cheesy rice. 3 cups of cooked rice. 1 cup of shredded cheese. 1/4 cup of parsley. 1/2 cup of chopped onions. 1 teaspoon of salt. 3 beaten eggs. 1½ cups of milk. 1 teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce. You mix your rice, cheese, parsley, onions, and seasonings. Combine the milk, eggs, and Worcestershire sauce. Going to say I don't have any eggs there. Yes, I do. Stir thoroughly. Pour the mixture into a greased 10 by 6 by 1.5 baking dish. Bake at 325 for 40 to 45 minutes, or until just set. Top with cream chicken, tuna, or dried beef, or any cream sauce. Okay. That's a rice recipe that I've found so far that we've considered. I found one that was really interesting, and it's, I haven't got it up here. I have to get it copied. I have it somewhere. I don't know where it's at. But anyway, it uses rice like you would use a corn dog, except it uses rice instead of the batter. That's an interesting one. All right, flatbread bread. 2 cups of flour, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of sugar, 2 cups of water, 1 tablespoon of cooking oil. Combine all the dry ingredients and mix thoroughly. Add water 2 or 3 times to the flour, beginning with 1 cup of water. Mix thoroughly. Add 1/2 cup of water, mix it. Add another half cup of water and mix. Add your vegetable oil. In a non-stick pan, pour 1 tablespoon of oil, and using a paper towel, wipe the oil off. Over a medium-low heat, cook a ladle full of batter. Spread the batter into the pan. Cook and then flip. Allow the bubble to appear. Press only side of the bread with spatula. That's the side of the bread, not the center of the bread. The side of the bread. If you want big bubbles, turn the heat to medium after flipping. Cover with a towel when done. Your center will be very soft. Okay, that's one of them. Quick bread. Herb pie. The dough. 1 teaspoon of salt, 4 cups of flour, 1.5 cups of water, and your filling is 1 bunch of parsley, 1 onion, salt and pepper to taste. This uses a lot of flour. Between layers, you got 2/3 cup of butter melted. Put the salt in a large bowl. Add the water, stir to dissolve. Add your flour. Mix with the spoon first and then with your hands. Knead as you mix. The dough is medium firm. Let rest for 15 minutes. Chop the parsley and the onion. Place the parsley and onion in a large bowl. Sprinkle with salt and pepper to taste. Mix thoroughly. Roll dough into a log. Divide into 6 pieces. Roll each pieces into balls. Let rest for 5 minutes. Flour a flat surface and begin to roll out the dough. Roll the dough out very thinly. Cover dough with melted butter. Put the filling on the dough. Spread evenly. Fold the dough into thirds. Butter the top and fold in the ends. Do the same to the remaining doughs. Add 3 to 4 tablespoons of oil to the pan. Cook one at a time until golden brown. This one has a filling inside of it. More of a meal-like instead of just plain old bread. Next one. Flatbread lentil flatbread recipes. Pancakes. 1 cup of red lentils, 2 cups of flour, 2 cups of water, soup or juice. These 5 recipes do not use flour or eggs. I don't believe they use eggs either. Soak the lentils in water overnight. Drain some of the water, but save it. Add the soup. Blend together until a fine batter. Add more water if necessary. Spray the pan and wipe it off. Add 1 ladle of batter. Cook on medium 2 to 3 minutes. Flip and cook the other side. Those are your pancakes. Soup is blueberry soup, maple soup. We'll put orange juice in it, apple juice, like that. Garlic bread. 1 cup of red lentils, 2 cups of water, 2 garlic cloves. Mix it all up just like the other one. garlic bread, garlic naan bread, 1 cup of red lentils, 2 cups of water, 2 garlic cloves, 1 teaspoon of mixed Indian spices, 1 to 2 teaspoons of nigger. Well, I don't know how to say that. Seeds, okay? Pizza base, 1 cup of red lentils, which is my number 5. Nope. 2 cups of water. Your cheese and your spices, just oregano, basil, or both of them. Okay, and for your last one, on that one, again, I got 2 pages instead of 1. That's the way it always comes out, doesn't it, people? Yes, it does in my old hands. I guess that's it. I thought there was another one. Yep, there is another one. There we go. It says, this is with the pizza one. Cover the pizza pan with a parchment to keep it from sticking. Pour the liquid in. Bake at 350 degrees oven for 20 to 30 minutes. And the 5th one, lentils crisp. 1 cup of red lentils. 2 cups of water. Spices desired and to taste. Pour the mixture on a non-stick pan, lightly cover, and cook for 25 minutes. All of these recipes, you soak your lentils in water first, and then you go by the basic recipe like under the pancakes. Okay? Next one is banana lentil bread. 1 cup of red lentils, 2 cups of water, 2 ripe bananas, 2 tablespoons of, I don't know how to pronounce that, and that's optional. That is a form of sugar. Soak the lentils overnight. Pour some of the water away, but approximately the weight of a banana. So you pour away the weight of a banana in the water. That makes sense. Add lentils and banana to a blender. Add the whatever it is, if desired. Blend until the batter is smooth. Stir the pan with a white coat of spray. Wipe the spray out. Put 1 ladle of the batter to the pan and spread out like a crepe. Cook on medium-low heat for 2 to 3 minutes the first side. Flip and cook for another minute. Allow to cool before eating. Right, there's that one. Red lentil wraps. 1 cup of red lentils and water. 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Soak lentils in cool water for 2 hours. After they have soaked and grown inside, rinse well with fresh water. Add lentils, salt, and water to the blender. Cover the lentils with water, but do not use too much water. You can always use more water if needed. Blend until you have a smooth consistency. Pour 1/4 cup of batter on a hot non-stick pan. Using the back of the spoon to create a thin wrap. Allow to cook 3 minutes and gently pick up the sides. Flip it and cook another 30 seconds to 1 minute. That's Morocco. Use these to make tortilla chips, it says. Bread. 2.5 cups of flour. 1 teaspoon of yeast, instant yeast, 1 teaspoon of sugar, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1 cup of milk room temperature, 1/5 tablespoon of soft butter, cube it. Combine the flour, yeast, sugar, and salt. Mix well. Add the milk, dividing it into 3 different times. After the dough is completely mixed, add cubed butter. Knead for 15 minutes. Remove from the bowl. Divide into 2 pieces. Form into balls. Cover with plastic wrap and then a towel. Let rise 45 to 60 minutes. Place the ball dough on a parchment-lined baking sheet. Pat into a circle or oblong shape. Let rise 30 minutes. Combine 1 egg and 1 tablespoon of milk. Mix well. Brush the loaves with the egg mixture. Poke indentations into the bread using your fingers. Do not poke all the way through. Bake at 350 degrees for 15 to 20 minutes. That's your bread. Brush your bread, basically. Sweet potato bread. 1 cup sweet potatoes, warmed, they're boiled and peeled. 1 cup of flour, 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Peel and mash sweet potatoes. Mix in the and use it like you do to make sweet potato bread. I think. Oh, unleavened flatbread. 2 cups of water, 1 cup of flour, more if necessary. 1/2 teaspoon of that's not right. We skipped that one until I come back to a better one. I can't. I'm thinking that's 1 cup of water, but I'm not sure. 1/2 teaspoon of salt. I'm thinking it's 1/2 cup of water. All right, here's the bread one. No eggs, no yeast. 1 2/3 cup of flour. 1 teaspoon of baking powder. 4 teaspoons of the oil. 1/2 cup of milk. A pinch of salt. Combine all ingredients. Roll out the 1/2 inch stick. Cut out with a biscuit cutter. Put in a non-stick pan. Cook on each side 5 minutes. Mix 10. These are more like a baking powder biscuit or English muffin. Okay, that's it for today. I'll see you tomorrow. And have a great day. God bless you. Bye-bye.